of Between Us Girlies. I'm Bailey.
I'm Casey.
I'm Bran.
I'm Lindsay.
And we have a fall-tastic episode planned for you guys.
I feel like that's like one of those signs you see at Home Goods
yeah.
where it's like really cheesy.
Fall-tastic and a whole bunch of leaves. But as usual, we need to start this off with a weekend recap because we haven't seen our dear friend Casey in a week. So what's going on, girl?
I was in Denver visiting my sister. She lives in Denver, so that was my first time ever being there to visit her. I've been there before, but that was my first time going with her. So me and my boyfriend went, and it was so much fun. It was like a mix of like fun stuff, but also like wholesome family vibes, but also just like Denver is the Mile High city, and not high because of smoking, but they do smoke a fuck ton there. So I was high pretty much the entire time I was there. But it was really cool. We just did like hikes. We went out one night. We went to, I think, like 9 spots because my sister could not fucking pick where she wanted to go. We would go to a spot, we'd be there for 10 minutes, and she's like, okay, I want to show you somewhere else. So then we'd walk to somewhere else. 10 minutes there. Okay, this place isn't fun. I'm going to go somewhere else. Meanwhile, I was just drunk. I'm like, I don't care where we go. But we literally went, we like tallied up how much was on our cards, and we went to 9 different spots.
Oh, Alexis isn't
I was like, with this.
I know.
And they were all, it was the equivalent of like us going to 2 spots in Fishtown, 2 spots in Center City, 2 spots in Graduate Hospital. Like it was all these different parts of Denver. So we kept having to take Ubers. And do y'all know about those scooters? You know how certain cities have like Lime scooters and stuff?
Yeah.
So they have scooters there. So we were scooter and drunk.
Oh, Casey.
Yeah. I did it at first really, really high. The first night I was there, we went to dinner and I was super high and I was freaking the fuck out. I was like, we've got to get off these. I can't be on the road. And then the next night, it's just so fucking convenient. It's like $3 and you can ride for so long. So the next night, my sister's dragging us all fucking around Denver, and she's like, why don't we just try the scooters again? But we have to be really careful because like one of the leading causes of people our age's death is like scooter related incidents. She's like, because a lot of people get on them drunk and they think that they're like, you know, invincible, and then they crash. So we only did it early in the night, but I was a lot better when I was drunk than when I was high. So I think Philly needs them. I think it would be so fun to see us scootering around.
I always like, I'll see like TikTok or something about it, but like I can't imagine. I feel like I'm just too old at this point to get on something like that. I had a Razor scooter growing up, so I'm thinking I'm like that could be the equivalent, but like I'm afraid of falling, and I'm too old at this point. Like my knees hurt going up the steps.
No, it's fucking scary. And Jake was like, he had this realization. He was like, you're like a scaredy cat. He was like, you're afraid of everything. Like every time we've done something adventurous, I'm afraid of it. And the scooters were one of them. Yeah. Like I don't want to fucking ride an ATV up a mountain. We did that once. That was horrifying.
That sounds fun.
See, I was like, the whole time we were riding the scooter, Jake was like, look like you're enjoying it. My knuckles were white, just holding on to the bars.
They should give helmets. I had a scooter like that as a kid, like a little, one of those electric scooters. It was really nice. And I had to wear a helmet and pads. Do you remember those?
No.
Damn. Well, they're scary. They should give you helmets.
Well, what did I miss while I was gone?
A lot.
Really?
No.
Fill me in.
Literally nothing. I went to picnic on Friday.
Oh, how was it?
The food was really good. It's one of those spots, like, you know, Philly food hype culture. Like, you witnessed this already with when you tried to go. Like, we had a reservation, and we didn't get sat for 45 minutes until after that reservation.
Shut up.
So, as we've talked about on the podcast before, like, if I had gone there with, like, my parents or something, I would have legit been panicking because that required a lot of patience. And our reservation was also, like, late. Like, we didn't get sat down until, like, probably 9:30. Like, we were home.
9:30?
Yeah.
Did they have seats at the bar?
They did, yeah. So we sat at the bar.
Oh, wait, you could sit down?
They did, yeah.
When we went, I went a few weeks ago, they were like, oh, you could wait at the bar, but it's standing only. I was like, I'm not going to stand at this
There
bar.
wasn't a ton of seats.
Okay.
Like we were with a group of 5 and like 2 of us were sitting. The restaurant is beautiful. The food was really good. Like genuinely, it was delicious. I think it would be better like as a date spot probably. Like we probably didn't order like enough because there was 5 of us. But it was really good. I would definitely go back.
Okay.
But yeah, it was $44 for a rotisserie chicken, and it was delicious. But like, we were just saying like, wow, we could pick this up in a bag for like $8. It wouldn't taste the same, but like, you know, that's just the Philly food hype for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not great.
Yeah.
Anything else
No.
that I missed?
I honestly didn't leave my home all weekend, and it felt so good.
Oh, that sounds like my dream.
Except for Wait, I guess I didn't. I didn't see you guys Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, right?
I don't even remember what I did Saturday and Sunday.
On Friday, I went to El Camino.
know.
Oopsie.
Of course.
And then I had a little crawl of Fish Town. I went to Costa's and Garage.
Wow.
So yeah, I did that. And then Saturday, I said to Brandon on Monday, I'm actually going to lie on my couch and do absolutely nothing. So that's what I did.
Wait, you know something interesting? My sister told me that whenever she's in Denver and she brings up Philly, people are always like, "Oh yeah, Garage." Like Garage in Fishtown.
Oh.
Like she said she's gotten that so many times. And I was like, Garage? Like of all places?
so
I've been trying to tell y'all.
Put it on the map.
No.
Trying to tell y'all.
I dig into the fall spirit and watched Coraline this weekend. That little scary movie. That's scary, okay? It's rated PG, but I was watching in the dark and I was like, what kids are watching this? Because I'm 28 years old, like shaking in my boots. Granted, I was lie, but like I was like, this is such a good film. And on Amazon Prime, you can rent it for 7 days, not just 24 hours
wow.
or 48.
Let me get your login. I'm going to watch Coraline.
That works
That's
for you because I don't know if we've ever talked about it on the podcast, but Bailey likes to watch movies in episodes. She will turn a 2-hour movie into a 5-part series. It's
Yes.
truly a talent, the way you are able to like stop it at the right time.
Yeah, it's because I think it all happened with it's this movie The Irishman on Netflix. It's about like unions, but like it's a really good movie, but it's 3 hours. And I remember seeing like a PDF. Why did I say that? A picture on Twitter. What? What? I just saw like something on Twitter, and it broke the film out into like different like mini episodes because it's like a 3-hour movie, and I was like, you can do this with practically any movie. So I did that with Beetlejuice. I have like about an hour and a half left to go.
I saw the new one.
Wait, I'm going on Tuesday. How was it?
How was it?
It was really good. I kind of don't remember the first one.
That's why I started watching
Like
it.
I don't remember. My sister was like, "Oh, it's really important," but I got all the important notes. So
Wait, you have to watch the first one?
no, my sister was saying you do, but everyone else was saying you don't.
Yeah, I'm
and
not
I was,
doing
and
that.
Jake hadn't seen the first one, so I was like,
Wait,
whatever.
y'all
like,
haven't seen the first one?
No.
I have just years ago.
I don't
like-
even know what it's about.
Really?
Oh, wow.
But I really want to
I've
see
seen
it.
the play.
Well, you guys
Really?
never seen Beetlejuice? I feel like I watched it so much as a kid. Like I used to love it, but I haven't seen it in God knows how long. So I started rewatching it. It's a goddamn good film. But like I don't know. It's about like this couple. They die in their house. They don't know they're dead pretty much. So like they're pretty much trying to like scare the people that move in. And Beetlejuice is like a ruler of the what's in
Like
between
the underworld.
purgatory.
Purgatory.
So like the obviously in between. So he like tries to help him, but obviously he's like a quirky like bad guy. So it's like really good.
It was
Not
fun.
a kids movie.
Yeah, it was funny though because Jenna Ortega's in it, and then I was like, Tim Burton is like a producer, director, or whatever he is on the movie, and I was looking it up, and like I just feel like Jenna Ortega is his like dream human because she's so skinny and small. She's got a big head because she's so small, and she has like these big eyes, and like she literally looks like a skeleton, and I don't mean that in an offensive way. Like it's just like her. The way that she also kind of plays into it with the characters that she's been. But I was like, wow, he must have seen her and fell in love.
I'm sure like in Wednesday, I don't know if you guys watch that on Netflix, the Wednesday like Addams show. She's in that, and I feel like that like dark features, like she's really good. She's the new It girl.
Yeah, I see
I mean,
that.
she's in
She's like
Sabrina.
the new Scream Queen for sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay. I'm like Scream Queens is coming back.
Hope not.
I got so excited.
Well, we also did something spooky, me and Little Bales. Little Bill. I don't know what the hell. What am I saying?
Oh, I loved that show.
Yeah.
Bailey and I went to an event at the Nightmare.
No, Little Bill. Okay, Bailey just said Bill Cosby, and I feel the need to correct Little Bill. You know the little show
I
on
know,
Netflix?
yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Netflix?
Little Bill was created by Bill Cosby.
Really? Okay, never
That's why I
mind
said
then.
it.
That was before he went on.
We were kids.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
did you in a different time.
Well, anyways, Bailey and I went to the Nightmare Before Tinsel. As the Philly girlies know, Tinsel is a holiday-themed bar where you can get really delicious holiday drinks. It puts you in the Christmas spirit, this, that, and the third. But prior to Christmas, they do the Nightmare Before. And Bailey and I were in Spooky City. Like, we walked in and we were like, wow. So this is what life is supposed to feel like.
Because I feel like I've always wanted to go to the, would you say Nightmare Before Christmas? I've always wanted to go to the Christmas theme one. And they always have the Halloween one every year, but I just never get a chance to go to it. So we finally got to go. And I feel like that got me into the spirit, like the ghouls and goblins.
They also have these. This scared me. I don't scare easy, but this girl, like they hire characters in there, and they stick to their character. And this girl, I was ordering a drink, and she comes up behind me dressed as a clown, and she goes, "That looks good." And with her, as she's doing, I'm literally going, like I literally was cracking up, and I almost started crying.
More.
It was terrifying.
I saw her out of my peripheral. I'm like, you're not gonna get me.
That's
I was
like a haunted
Bailey, I'm so
house.
scared. Yes.
Yeah, literally.
I was cracking up with the actor, but I was also sweating. I'm like literally getting anxious right now.
Oh my god, how do you guys feel about haunted houses?
Love them.
Yeah,
But I
I
don't
love
want to be
them.
touched.
I like him because
Not for
I always
me.
have to.
Yeah.
I'm always in the front because I also remember that they are actors, and I try to get like in the back of my head. I'm like, yes, I'm getting spooked, but like, girl, at the end of the day, I know who you are. Like you're not, but like I do love them because like. It's a good fright. I feel like growing up, I don't know if you guys did it because like when we weren't drinking, like 11, 12, 13, all that. I feel like that was the thing to do. Like go with your friends, go to the haunted house.
Eastern State is good.
I haven't been.
That is a good haunted house. You want to
Not
get
for
spooked?
Not
me.
for me. No.
I've been to a lot of them and I've cried every time.
I went through the corn maze at Dorney Park.
Oh no.
Oh my
Ooh.
god, I felt like I was in Texas
Do they chase you in
Chainsaw.
there?
I don't think they chased us, but like they were coming out like with a chainsaw
Oh.
multiple times. I was like, oh no. This was not for me.
I wonder if those props are real.
They can't be, but I have been to one where they touch you and it's horrifying.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
want to be touched.
I've also been to the Bates Motel one.
Really?
Mhm, the hayride. And that one was just mean because like the guy was literally targeting a little boy. I will never forget, his name was Aiden. And he was so scared. And the guy was like just focusing on him. I was like, this is fucked up.
Where's that at?
Yeah.
Some like, it's not, I don't really know, honestly. I went in high school. It was far.
Let's put gas in our cars.
I've always wanted to do a haunted hayride, so it's crazy you say that.
I've done one. The thing is I absolutely hate them, but I will go. I will just
Yeah.
ruin everyone else's time, and I will let you know that beforehand. Like I will cry, I will scream, I'll probably dig my nails into your arm, but I was there.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it. You
Let's-
got to stack up, bro.
Yeah.
If Casey can do it, so can
We
you.
need to do it where we wear like GoPros. We
GoPro.
wear GoPros on our head and we film it and like put it on
Yeah.
TikTok because I think that would be really funny.
Or what are the like cameras that like face you so it looks all like wonky? You know what I'm talking about?
Those fisheye Johns.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
But speaking of frights, the Eagles' first home game.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was tough.
So luckily we went to Figo, and because every home game, they have an open bar until halftime for
Wow.
$40, which is fabulous, and like treats and stuff. So we did that, and I thought it was gonna be a fun game until like the last minute of the fourth quarter. I felt bad, Casey, because I'm like, she's not even like here in the city of
I was like,
Philadelphia.
she's definitely suffering.
Yeah.
We had to go. We went to Red Rocks because the whole reason we took this trip is for my boyfriend. He likes Arcade Fire. Don't ask. And they had the 20th anniversary of one of their albums. So there was a show at Red Rock. So he was all into it. And me and my sister were fully watching the Eagles game on our phones in the crowd. And it was, first off, let me talk about the show really quick because it was insane. The first 5 minutes of the concert, they had this guy walk out and he led a like silent meditation.
Wow.
With a full crowd of people at Red Rocks. Like he made everyone be silent the entire you could have heard a needle drop. It was completely silent and he was like, be thankful for the earth, be thankful for that you came here. Like it was the craziest thing that he like led this meditation. And me and my sister are like trying to watch the game, not reacting in like silence. And that luckily that was like quarter way through the game. And then the end of the game where we had like a 98 percentile chance of winning. Like it literally did not make sense that we lost. And somehow Philly found a way to lose. So yeah, was the energy at Figo like, did it drastically drop from like fun to angry?
Could we just run back to the guided meditation? Very
Sure, it
quickly?
was crazy.
Lindsay.
What the hell?
Did you
And then-
enjoy it?
So, okay, so I did at first. I didn't enjoy it more as I just thought it was really interesting. Like I'd never been to a show like that. Then it was a little scary because at one point it was completely silent, and then the other side of the stadium starts screaming, "Help! Help! Help! Help!" And they like all these people have their phone lights flashing, and I guess some girl passed out. So that was a little scary for a second.
Passed out from breath work.
I guess so.
That's crazy.
And
That's
my
dramatic.
my
She's a
sister
liar.
was driving me crazy because she was like, "Oh fuck," and like getting angry at the game. I'm like, Alexis, shut the fuck up. It sounds crazy talking about. They like mixed all these things in a pot and were like heating up the pot and stirring it, and it was
hell no! This is giving Cold Express.
It was
was-
Jim Jones.
Yeah,
it
get
was
your ass up
actually
out of
crazy.
there.
But they were like, they had great intentions. They were like, we haven't toured in this long, and this album was the first one to put us on the map. It's been 20 years, and like all of you are here to celebrate with us. Like we're thankful for all the paths of your lives that led you here. It was very spiritual.
beautiful.
And I think if it was Sabrina Carpenter, I would have been like, hell yes, bitch. Like, it was Arcade Fire. I don't know any of their songs, so I wasn't as connected. But yeah.
Spooky stuff. I'm all set on that. Anyway, the Eagles game.
Yeah. Hopefully the future games are better because it's like the city's just kind of depressed when we lose.
Yeah, the next day you could just like tell. Like I feel like even going to work and like going into the city, like there's just, people are just like moping around.
Doesn't Dunkin' give you free coffee if they win?
They used to.
And I think either Chick-fil-A or Wendy's used to do something too. Like if they got a
Chick-fil-A is
Sixers.
Phillies and Sixers.
Oh, got
Not
it.
a big bag.
Me too.
And I think Eagles used to be at Dunkin'. You get a free coffee if they won like that next Monday, but I think they took that away.
Wow, that's such a
Damn.
silly
Yeah.
thing to take away.
Oh, I know.
We lost.
Well, yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Speaking of silly things, so I was gonna segue this.
No, that was a good segue.
Yeah. Well, okay. Good. Someone wrote in and asked what they think our Shark Tank products would be. Y'all have any? I know you're a big fan of the show.
Yes, I do love Shark Tank. I've always said that I think that I think they should do Go Puff for clothing. Like on a night out, like when you literally can't find anything in your closet, there's like an app and it's just like probably essentials like a black tank top and like cute t-shirts, like nothing like crazy. There's probably like a few new styles added each week and you could just like have it dropped off to your house really quickly in case you're like freaking out or you're on vacation and you forgot to pack something or you need like an essential. I feel like that would be like, you know,
I
I love that.
a good
Yeah.
concept.
No,
I like that
is.
too.
Yeah. There's been so many times where I'm putting on tights and my nails like rip a hole through the
Yeah.
tights. That would be a great
That-
time.
Yep.
Yeah. I have one that's not necessarily it's sort of a product, but it's more of a restaurant. And I will start off with the disclaimer that it could sound eating disorder coded, but it is not eating disorder coded. There is a great intention behind it. So
We'd
let
like
me
to
say
give
that.
Casey an immunity necklace.
No, it's just I've told people this before and they were like, it has great intentions. I'm the type of person where I want to try a lot of different things on the menu and I have a hard time committing to like one big plate of something. So me and my sister have said this since high school that we want to make a restaurant where it's just like 1 or 2 or 3 bites of every single dish.
Like a flight.
Yes, and it's not like small plates where it's like you all have to fight over it. It is truly just your own 3 bites of like, yes! And what an excellent idea, right? And like you can order everything. You can order cheeseburgers, pastas, like all of the different things, but in perfectly portioned, bite-sized things. Yes, so you can get everything you want and you can order as much as you want. And I wish that existed because when I go to a restaurant, I'm like, I don't want a whole plate of this. I want just like a few bites.
Would it be like a prefix price? Like you go and you can pick X amount of dishes?
Yeah, maybe.
Casey, I think you and Jake need to take all y'all's money, maybe get some investments or 2, and just Fishtown would go nutty over this.
Right? It started because of desserts, because like I always want like 10 bites or I want like little bites of like 10 different desserts. And then my sister was like, well, why don't we do it with food? So if anyone's listening, DM me, we'll start this. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Fishtown flights? Wait, that's so cute.
We already took a pause. This episode came up with that idea and marked it. So if anyone thinks they're gonna take it, we've already done it. Okay, so mine are like A, I think they've already been done. B, they're just like only for me. So like 1, this isn't even an invention, but like I think remember in Spy Kids when they put in like it was like a little, maybe like a little packet of something, and they put it into the microwave, they press a button, and boom, a Happy Meal pops up. Like, if we can get that technology, I feel like if I could like patent that and like, I guess I really couldn't do it.
It's giving Willy Wonka with the gum.
Yeah, something like that. My other one was, I've always said this, and it's already been done. But back in like the 20s, you remember like cigarette holders, cigarette extensions, but for joints and blunts for people with long nails. Because me, I feel like going to get my nails done before, I would always have like burns or like just like when it, especially when it gets like super close to like your nails, just like a joint. I want like a little stick for that, but they make those. And then my other one, this is actually a real good idea, but something like a headband, a sweat wicking headband for natural hair or people of colored hair. I don't know how I worded that, but something that like keeps your edges fresh. Because I sweat really bad in my like edges. So I mean, I have a little trick now, just putting dry shampoo on, which doesn't work, but it'd be nice to have one product I can put on my hair, sweat through it, and then take it off, and it would look like this.
I DM this girl actually from the Between Us Girlies account. But I DM this girl who makes hats and like beach hats, like baseball hats. They're all silk lined and like sweatband absorbent. So I'm sure you're still gonna look crusty afterwards, but like not as crusty. And I thought that was such a good like idea for a natural leg.
Wow, it is. Okay.
We should get on that.
Yeah.
Mine's about clothes, and I just thought of it because I always have a really hard time getting ready, and I'll put something together in my head, and then I'll put it on, and I'll go, actually, you look so stupid. So if we had a mirror, like, you know, they make those workout mirrors where you can work out in the mirror. So you have a mirror, you load your clothes onto the mirrors. You can pick and choose what clothes you have. You can use SKU numbers. It's a large database in your mirror that just has, if you thrifted it, you can take photos of it, etc. You load your closet. A night before you're getting ready, you do a full arms out, legs spread, and you take a little photo of yourself in the mirror through the mirror. The mirror will then allow your closet to, you could be bloated that day from your period, you could have a rash, you could run into a sign and maybe have a little cut on your head. You could be looking a damn mess. Your closet will factor in, your mirror closet will factor in all those things. And it will cultivate and craft the perfect outfit based on weather, where you're going. It's just like a closet helper. I think it could be
love
cool.
that.
That felt like an actual pitch.
Yeah.
Sharks, I'm asking for $2,000, $200,000.
Sharks.
That is a great idea, especially for me, because when I'm trying on clothes, if I put it on my body, there is makeup on it. So like sometimes I'm scared to try an outfit on because I'm like, fuck, I'm going to get makeup. And if I don't want to wear it, then I have to wash it. So that would be so nice to be able to see an outfit before I put it on, so I don't have to mess up. And my room will be spotless before a night out. And then the second I need to find an outfit, it's a mess. That would save so much. That would be like the best thing ever.
Wow.
I feel like it would take a lot of work for you to load your closet on there, but that's not my
can figure
problem.
it out.
It's yours.
They have technology to do like damn near everything.
Yeah.
They can make
AI.
this.
If I could use ChatGPT to help me rearrange my room, I'm sure we can get the McDonald's one touch thing like I want, and then your closet mirror.
Did you tell the listeners about that?
What?
About your room rearrange? That was sick.
Oh no, I didn't. I
Do. You need to tell
You need
them.
to give them the tips.
So ChatGPT, if you update the app, they like put it all in one. Like you don't have to. Lindsay thought I bought GPT Pro or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't. So what you can do is you can now like insert pictures and videos into ChatGPT, and so I did that, and I took a picture of my room, and I was like, hey sharks. I was like, how should I rearrange my room, like just for like max aesthetics or something like that, and it told me to do that, and I said okay. And I have a accent wall, it's a brick wall in my room, and I was like, well, what if I put the bed against the brick wall? And then it gave me a list. It told me how to rearrange every single item in my room, and I don't know why I didn't do it sooner, because I love my room like that. I even told you guys, I'm like, come and look.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah,
just
and it looks
did look
so
great.
good. Yeah.
it makes so much more sense. I'm like, A, how did I never think about this? And B, this is some crazy sinister stuff. Like the way, and now I'm afraid. I'm like, do they have my layout? Like, do they know where I live now?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm fucked.
Yeah, they know like I say all the damn time, they have all of our information, whether you sent a picture into ChatGPT or not. They know everything about you.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, I don't want to send my information through text. My phone will know. Bitch, they know everything about you. It's okay.
They got me.
What are they going to do with it? Like,
Come sleep in my bed.
Come on over.
All right, well, it is fall, so let's bring back one of our favorite segments, our pyramid rankings. Woo! It's been a minute. The viewers missed them. And let's rank where fall activities or niche fall items fall on the pyramid. I already spoke and said that haunted hay rides and all that jazz stays at the bottom. I want to know, though, where do you guys put pumpkin spice? Because I feel like, is that kind of trending down now?
I think so. I think if maybe maybe it's not trending down, but it's becoming like uncool and a little like basic. And that's like, I'm saying it in the context of pumpkin spice lattes.
Yeah.
Because I think pumpkin spice, listen, I like a pumpkin spice latte too, but there's all people like to shit on it. It's like one of those things basic people like you love and people are like,
I'm gonna pack my stuff and
I was just thinking about the
walk
story I posted of all the pumpkin spice.
out. The full TikTok I made.
I just went to Trader Joe's and bought like $30
Okay,
worth
good.
of snacks. This is not me saying I'm a hater. I just feel like I see people like,
Yeah.
it's an easy thing to make fun of girls for liking.
PSL. I think I noticed for me, just because it's only September 19th when we're filming this, they start coming out with pumpkins so much sooner that I feel like
Yeah.
I'm consuming it a lot earlier. Like now I just finished up my pumpkin spice Chobani creamer, and I'm kind of like, okay, like I've had enough of it.
Yeah.
Like, but I actually tried one of the Monin syrups. It's a caramel apple butter. And I think that became
sounds good.
so good. It's like an apple butter, but it's a nice fall drink, but like not so fall-y. So I think I'm like, once I taste that, I'm like, okay, I'm kind of done with pumpkin. And it's not even October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Bailey, that it comes out way too early. Like I was so excited for it to come out because I love specifically the Starbucks pumpkin spice latte with all the pumps, all the whipped cream, like that 600 calorie drink. Like I love it. So when it comes out, I immediately want it because I've waited a whole year to get it. And then when I look at the calendar and I realize it's September, that's embarrassing for me. It is what you said, Casey. It's cringy, it's chuggy, it's whatever you want to call it. But fall flavors there are so many other fall flavors that we ignore. For example, there is a coffee shop in Northern Liberties called One Shot. It, in my opinion, is the best coffee shop in Fishtown, Northern Liberties area. You can get mad at me if you want to. You can tell me it's too expensive. You're right. You can tell me that sometimes the staff isn't always nice to you, but it's okay because what they're doing behind that counter is making drinks.
Yeah.
And I had a pecan. It was like a pecan maple white mocha, something like that.
Wow.
And just the maple, the pecan, the flavors are just so fall and warm.
Yeah.
And I just was like, pumpkin who?
In
So yeah.
the first day in Denver, I got a smoked maple something coffee drink. And we ended up going back there every single day. And my sister was like begging us to go somewhere else. She was like, I want to show you other coffee shops in Denver. And me and Jake were like, shut the fuck up. We want this one coffee. So I'm with you. I think fall flavors are the best.
Yeah.
And like,
Apple cider.
Yeah,
Oh,
like we
yeah.
ignore apple. I mean, not really, but like we do ignore that.
yeah.
Crumble, oatmeal, even just like oatmeal. Like the warm, comforting, like
Oh, I love
so does
those.
it fall really high on your pyramid of fall?
pumpkin spice is in the middle because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I do love it. I just admitted to it, but it's overhyped. Everyone needs to calm down.
Yeah.
I like fall fashion. That's like probably the
Yes.
top
Yeah.
of my pyramid. Just like everything, like the cozies, the flannels, like the loungewear, the platform Uggs. Like
Oh.
I think all of it is so cute.
Yeah.
And you guys know I love my shackets. There is
Yeah.
nothing I love more than a shirt jacket. I love layering. I think fall fashion is like elite.
I just like thought about when we were helping you move in all your sweatshirts.
Yep.
All of Brandon's closet, he finally gets to wear. But I mean, you're right. Like I feel like I like dressing more in the fall because I like the layers. Like I feel like
Yep.
I also have more fall clothes. But this always comes around. I feel like I'm like, oh, I forget. Like when it becomes warm, I'm like, oh, I love these warm clothes. And then like once it comes this, I'm like, oh, I forgot. I kind of hate dressing like this.
My thing with summer is two things. One, I hate being fucking hot. So like every time I get dressed, being breezy and cool is my number one priority, which sometimes means I have to wear a less cute outfit. And two, I really just don't like shorts. I don't like jean shorts. Like the only types of shorts I like are like comfy shorts. So like I don't like jean shorts, I don't like linen shorts, and that's all you can wear in the summer. So I definitely like fashion.
I love a sweatsuit.
Yeah,
I
oh.
love sweatpants and sweatshirts. Like, wow, I'm wearing them now. I'm like, it's 80 degrees. I do not care. I'm wearing a sweatshirt and shorts.
Something that falls both at the bottom and the top of my pyramid is a pumpkin patch date.
Wow.
Like going to a pumpkin patch. It is all dependent on the crowd at the pumpkin patch. Because if you go when it is crowded on a Saturday morning in the peak fall, it is not even the bottom of my pyramid. It is like underneath on the banned list of my pyramid. It is the worst thing ever. But if you go on like a less busy weekend, or maybe you're lucky and you get to go during the work week, it is so fun and like wholesome and healing to just go to a pumpkin patch and take a picture.
It is. I agree because me personally, I know like pumpkin patches is mostly like it is a kid event, but I don't like them running around. Like I know we went to one last year and it was really fun, but like there's so many kids.
It was really crowded.
Like get them leashes, or like have an adult day.
That's a great idea.
21 and up.
Adult swim for pumpkin patches.
Wait, that's a Shark Tank product. Is literally a pumpkin patch doing adult only days.
All right, let me get
Yeah,
into
that's a
that.
great
Let me tap
idea.
in. Thank you.
I like the food at those. I don't go for any other reason besides the food. I like a fat ass apple cider, a box of of the apple cider donuts. I like the corn on a stick, the deep fried onion, like meat on a stick.
Yeah.
I'm eating at that. I don't care about your kids. I honestly don't care about the pumpkins. I don't want to pick apples. Apples hurt my tummy. Like I don't want any of that. I want the food.
Oh, no, you're right.
Maybe a picture.
Yeah.
What about the leaves?
It's number one.
I love the was it foliage? I will say that is my favorite part of fall, especially driving through Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
There's so much like just greenery, just like the leaves are changing. Like that honestly does bring me like so much joy. Especially even going back home. Like we have like the peninsula and Erie is just so like nature-esque, and I feel like I don't see that many trees and grass around Philly. But I love
You don't.
it. No,
It's all
yeah.
buildings.
Sometimes I cry when I see things like that. It could
Yeah.
even be me going to my backyard at home. Like I'll literally shed actual tears. And what, like you said, that ride through Pennsylvania, like going to Penn
So,
State,
yeah.
when you would go back there, like it is breathtaking. Like it really is.
There's like a certain, I don't know where the hell it's at, but it's like in Pennsylvania, but there's a certain like bend, and it like, I always like put on a song. Like I always have to like start a song because it's like you turn this bend and like it opens up into the most picturesque, like my eyes twitching so bad. I feel like that episode of Veep. Sorry. But the most picturesque, like I always want to like take a picture, but my windshield is always like so dirty. But it's just like gorgeous. Like there's a massive like rock wall and like all the leaves. And it just makes me so like, oh, I can't. Yeah. Oh, wow.
It's number one.
Yeah, something about it's like interesting because I feel like something about fall and winter are very nostalgic. Like I always feel very like tied to my childhood, or like I like
Yeah.
remember certain things, but for some reason I don't really feel that way in summer. Like I'll do certain things in the summer where I'm like, oh, this is nostalgic. I used to go to this boardwalk with my family, but I don't know, for some reason it's just so much stronger in the winter and fall.
Maybe back to school.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
just like I've been saying this to Brandon for how many weeks now. I'm one of those girls, like I can't wait for Christmas. Like
Yeah.
this season just makes me feel so right and so whole. Like I have no job, no man. My mental health is at an all-time low. And I promise you, the second Christmas music is starting to be played in department stores, I'm all set. Like, all that's out the window.
It's gonna
Like
be any minute.
Yeah,
I'm
what's your
so
rule? Do you
hyped.
guys have like a rule for that? For getting into the Christmas spirit? Is it like before Thanksgiving, not until December?
I wait till like Black Friday. Like I need to get through like a holiday. I need that turkey.
Yeah, I'm on the big back spectrum, so I enjoy Thanksgiving and like really enjoying it. But the second Black Friday rolls, it's Christmas.
I used to be like not until December 1st, and then I became an adult and life's kind of sad. So then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start enjoying things earlier.
Wait,
Let's talk about Fuck Girl Fall.
yeah.
Oh,
Because we've been getting a lot of submissions about that. I feel like, who's in Fuck Girl Fall season? Anybody?
did that start on TikTok? Like, is that a saying?
I don't know where that came.
Honestly, I don't know, but I like it.
Yeah, me too.
I would assume. I think
Last year was like
TikTok.
Feral Girl Fall, but Fuck Girl Fall is kind of like bratty and cunty. Like,
Yeah.
I love
Like
it.
just like snatching hearts and who gives a fuck?
I guess is that what that means? Just like fucking
Yeah.
around.
feel
Like not
it's
like
like,
actual.
You're no
fucking.
better than a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just bullying.
I guess I've been that. Like I don't really think it's fall. It's just maybe. Yeah.
Tis the damn season.
Yeah. Let's get into it.
I feel like it makes sense. Like everyone's like, you know, at least in Philly, like back, and it's just like, you know, fucking around and finding out.
Yeah.
And then like, because then I feel like winter's like cuffing season, so like you kind of have to fuck around in fall before you can get to that that stage.
You're right.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
No,
it's
you're
definitely
right.
definitely true for Philly. I feel like it like just matches the energy. It's like everyone's back. You're just like
Yeah.
seeing old flings from last year.
They're the same one. I feel like the Phillies, like, not you say that. I feel like looking at like all like TikToks and everything, that now that the like Eagles are back, I feel like everyone gets into like that feralness. Like it is fuck girl fall.
Yeah.
fuck girl Philly fall.
Does anyone in Philadelphia have a job? Because on Monday, game day, it was 11 a.m. and I see half these people at the stadium drinking. I was like, what is going on? I was like, Philly is insane. Everyone was like somehow off work.
I should have been out there.
I saw a TikTok and it was like people like doing a crowd interview at the tailgate, and I was like, did you request off work? And people like, no, but and I'm like, okay, well they're seeing this video. Like, what? Nuts.
Insane. What's on everyone's FYP?
I don't know if y'all have been seeing this. I hope you have. It is, I don't know why I'm reading the notes. It's a makeup artist who ruined a wedding.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, thank God you guys have seen it. So pretty much it's almost like a who the fuck did I marry? But I actually saw her when she originally posted these videos. So it's a makeup artist, and she posted a video saying like story time of how I got kicked out of a wedding. Turns out that she was a makeup artist at this wedding, and she decided to stay and be the content creator for this woman's wedding, even though there was already a photographer, like videographer.
Not this again.
I heard she ate down on the makeup though. They all said that she did a good job.
Yeah, she did good. No, she did good. She's a good makeup artist.
She drawled. Who cares?
She drawled as fuck. Like she stayed there the whole day. Was making TikToks like with the bride and groom. The groom like at one point I think said like, I don't want to make any more fucking TikToks, like because she wasn't the content creator. Like she was. Well, she also, to preface this, she was talking about how she had just broken up with her boyfriend of 6 years, so she was like heartbroken and like was crying at the wedding the day before while doing the makeup, and like I think that also carried over to the next day. So like she started crying when the groom told her like to kind of not leave but like just stop, and the bride was like no. It just was really, it was also two sides of the story, right? And it was like
Yeah, this is like a weird ick I have as a social media like manager, I guess, for my full-time job, but I get really uncomfortable when I see people look uncomfortable in videos, like especially when like you can tell that they're being forced to make it if it's like for someone's job or something. And all of the videos that I'm seeing from this wedding, you can tell that the people, the bridesmaids, the bride, the groom, they're in it for the first like 3 seconds of the video, but then you can tell that they want the camera to get off of them, and she like keeps it on them, and I'm like, oh, I'm like cringing watching it, because I feel like if she just cut it to when they looked happy, no one would be like, I'd be like, oh wow, they looked like they had such a good time, but she kept the video going for so long, and you can visibly see the people be like, okay, like
she was like even in the background of like the first look pictures, like she was just doing things she shouldn't have done. And I think she even, when the actual wedding planner came up to her during the reception and said like the bride and groom like want you to leave because you were contracted to stay until 5 and it's damn near 10 o'clock. She went up to the couple's private suite. Like, you know how the bride and groom go to a private suite during the reception or whatever because they want to be alone. She went up there and was like, I need to talk to you. Like, you could have like talked to me as a woman to like get me like,
oh my God,
so much. Like, that is just overstepping.
I'm going to use a classic you line, time and place. Nobody should have a content creator at their wedding. I'm sorry, like that might be an immunity necklace, but like that's such an unnecessary job. Even if you have a full-blown career in content creation, hiring someone to make TikToks of you and post Instagrams is, in my opinion, bizarre. You have a videographer, make the content yourself. You have a photographer, just upload the pictures. If you want to take a TikTok at the wedding, fine. But that's a bizarre thing for her to even say, like, I want to do content creation for your wedding. Nobody gets hired for that. Am I wrong? Have you ever seen a content creator at a wedding? Is that a thing?
I think
it is a thing.
Yeah, because the bride,
That's weird.
The bride was
I think it's weird,
saying
too.
that she wanted to hire a content creator for the wedding, but she didn't. So then the makeup artist took that upon herself.
I think that's bizarre.
From my understanding, the point of a content creator at a wedding is to get content right away, because your videographer can take up to like 2 to 3 months, and your photographer can take up to like a month. Like, I mean, this is every videographer and photographer is different, but there's times like you don't just get it the next day. So I think people started being like, I want to look at my wedding the very next morning. I want to see real-time photos. So then somehow in that birthed content creation.
Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither was your wedding.
Wow.
You don't get, it's not an Instagram on vacation. You don't wake up the next morning and say, oh, let's look at the flicks I took last night. This is the most special day of your life, and you're hiring someone to take a picture because you want it the next day. You're a freak for that. I hate this generation. That's bizarre. It's bizarre. But I see what you mean.
Yeah, this is your immunity
That's not me to
necklace.
you. That's just me reacting to what you're saying.
No, that is crazy to think about. Like, times have really changed.
No, like that's
I
bizarre.
have been asked to be a wedding content creator.
If you do that,
I said no. I could
actually make your coin.
No, the reason I said no is because I could not handle the pressure of fucking up somebody's like pictures. Like if you're paying me to take pictures for your wedding and the next morning you look at these and you're like, damn bitch, you didn't get one of my angles, I would never sleep again. I'd be so distraught. So I was like, sorry, but I can't do that.
Yeah, that is a lot of responsibility.
That's why when I was little, I always thought I wanted to be a hairdresser. And then after seeing so many people get bad haircuts and bad hair, I was like, nope, I will not ruin someone's hair.
Wow,
I can't do
You'd
it.
be so good at it
You
though.
will.
I was just gonna say that.
Aw.
You always have like you always know what looks good on people. I feel like you'll be like, oh, I think that person should switch their hair to this way. I mean, you made me switch to a middle part, and my life got exponentially better since then. So you
You're
would
a
be
great
such a
braider.
good.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do love to braid hair.
Yeah.
That's very relaxing.
Let's start
for
doing
me.
that. Start braiding my hair, girl.
Okay. Period.
Wow.
My For You page is the Tarte Hermes bracelet
Oh,
scandal.
Yes.
I am just in my like skepticism era now where I literally think everything is rage bait. And I am like convinced that Tarte like did this on purpose. Like I really think that they were like, let's get PR out of this. I don't know. I think something's going on at HQ. Like I think they are smarter than I think something's off.
Yeah.
So wait, for myself and the listeners, because I've like been on the outskirts of this, so I kind of know the drama, but I don't actually know. Did they send out bracelets to certain people?
Yeah, but it was weird because like Ken Urich got like an every jewel like something like I don't know if it was a ring or a necklace.
It's a necklace.
A necklace. And like Hallie got the Hermes bracelet, right? Hallie Kate. So Kennedy was like, I'm not really sure like why people got certain things because it didn't seem like it was based on followers.
Well, Alexis Oakley got one too.
Yeah.
An Hermes bracelet.
Yeah, so it didn't seem like it was like based off of whoever has the most followers. I don't know like what they did. Maybe it was like randomized. I have no clue, but just I couldn't believe it. I was
Yeah.
like, this is insane that this is a conversation right now.
Yeah. Wow, damn, you're right. But like they had to have known that like
I really think
they're gonna do unboxings.
Yeah, I really think they were like, you know what, like let's cause a stir. Let's get lit up. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like they're no stranger to controversy. They do these trips all the time, like we've talked about it before, and like I just feel like I feel like they have a PR team that's kind of just like let's ruffle feathers and like let's get people talking about it, and it works. It works. People do talk about it, but I mean, I would have taken anything.
Yeah.
I would've
I would take
taken
the
anything.
box.
44 shade tan.
A note in the
Please.
mail.
Yeah, but that's on mine.
Honestly, the internet is so rage baity right now to a point where like I can't even. Okay, this is a Lindsay FYP. Like this is not going to be on anyone else's. Picture this. This is a young black woman. She has natural almost like shaved down hair. She's dressed in what I would call a colonial-esque outfit. Very much so farmy, but like not. This girl made a video of come with me to pick cotton. You guys, she didn't. Did you think before posting that? What did you think? What audience one were you targeting? Because on my side of the hand, we're all gonna hate you, and on the side of the palm, I don't know how they would react to that.
Yeah.
So what did you want? Who was your audience?
She
you
being
were
dead
attracting?
ass. Like there's no.
She is so dead ass to a point where she has 10 toes to this. She is doubling down. She's making lives about it.
What's the public's reaction?
We're disgusted. The black community is weird. The black community is disgusted. They're like, oh, I hope your shackles come off soon. Have fun in the fields, sis. And the white people who are watching it, who are sane, are like, what the hell is she doing? But they can't really react to that because you don't want to put yourself in a hole. And then you have like MAGA TikTok who's like, she can do whatever she wants. If
for
she
fuck's
wants to pick the cotton, she can pick. And it just enrages me. Like I'm like, you can't be so serious, babes. Like it's
That's
gotta be
insane.
a gag.
Damn it.
So yeah. Anyways.
Damn. I don't really have anything on my FIP, but I do have a question for you guys. Sort of like an immunity necklace, but it happened to my sister. She's in the thick of dating right now. So I wanted to ask what your guys' thoughts are. So she went on a first date and they got drinks at a spot like before. They got 2 glasses of wine each, so the 4 drinks in total. He paid for that bill. She said it was an amazing date. Their date lasted from 6:45 p.m. to 12 a.m.
Yeah,
so
damn.
a long date.
School day.
Literally put in a shift. They're vibing, they're hitting it off. They get drinks first and then they decide to go get dinner after. So they get drinks, he pays the bill, then they go to dinner and they have a great dinner. He pays the bill, but he says, "Could you just pick up the tip?" And she's like, "Okay." And he's like, he says, "Do you have cash? Could you just pick up the tip?" And she's like, "Oh, I don't have cash. I just spent it all, but like I can pick up the tip." And he was like, "Okay, well, you don't have any cash with you?" And she was like, "No, like I'm sorry, like I don't really carry cash." And he was like, "Okay, well, I'm just gonna have the server put a penny on your card so that you can tip on that. I'll take care of the bill, but you just pay for the tip."
Is this story rage bait?
I swear, like she texted me this morning and I literally said, "Can I tell the story on the podcast?" And she texted me, she was like, "I don't know what to do. He was a great date. We had a great time, but I felt it was really weird that he went through the effort of making me put a penny on my card to just tip." What are your thoughts? What are your reactions?
Oh yeah, that's just so bizarre.
Right?
At that point, like all or nothing.
That's
Yes.
so much effort.
That's what I said. I was
So
like,
much effort.
I don't inherently think it's weird that he asked her to pick up the tip. Like he got drinks, he got dinner. Do I think he should have just paid for it all? Yes. But I don't think it's like the end all be all if a guy doesn't do that. But I think as soon as she said, "I don't have cash," he should have just been like, "Oh, no worries, I'll get it."
Yeah.
Or like, "Hey, why don't you pick up the next one?" Or "Why don't you Venmo me?" But to have her take out her card and charge a damn penny.
That's so crazy.
That is broke
that
bitch
would
mentality.
ruin the date for me.
Right. And she's like, "What do I do? I really liked him." And my advice to her was not to totally cut it off, but to keep it in the back of your mind. And if on date number 2 he does anything weird, then you cut it off.
Oh, there would not be a date number 2. Alexis, no.
I feel like I don't even know. I feel like that's rage. I feel like that would enrage me, but also be like, is that big of a fucking deal? Like, I'll go
Yeah.
get cash out. Like
If he's that pressed, he should have just asked her to split the bill. or
Right.
something.
Yeah, at that
like
point.
that would have been better.
Even if he had been like, "Can you Venmo me?" I would have said no. That's bizarre. That is bizarre. When you, unfortunately, women expect things from men. I don't think a man should have to pay for you. But if you're already going to lay the groundwork and you're going to set the standard, like, "Hey, I'm going to pay for this," don't look at me at the end and say, "Can you charge a penny to your card?"
Right?
That's crazy. That's what we do. Oh my God, that's crazy.
okay, so this is insane.
Literally,
yeah.
that is the definition of
That's
that.
crazy.
I just I feel like I'm having trouble having words because it's so crazy. Like,
just uncomfortable and awkward.
yeah.
Yeah, and she was like, that's exactly what she said. She was like, it was just really uncomfortable because I thought we were vibing and like had a great date the whole time, and then that just kind of threw me off. And I was like, perfect, I'm going to talk about this in my podcast.
I just feel like the vibes would be off. Like, what do you
Wait, what do you
talk
do
about?
after that?
Like, what do you talk about
Yeah.
like when you're signing the tip? Like,
Dude, I have like a rude question. Like this is really rude. If you're broke, do you go on dates? And if you are broke and you do want to go on a date, to impress the person or like be that person to whoever you're going out with, why wouldn't you pick something low key? When I go out to dinner, I'm unemployed. When I go out to dinner, I know, okay, Lindsay, your friends might order appetizers and drinks and you're gonna have to split this bill. That's up to you if you want to go. Because what I'm not gonna do to my friends is go, I only got one drink. Can you guys just, unless it's that type of vibe, like you should be prepared for that. So it's like, do broke people go? Like,
do broke people date?
that's broke mentality. It's not even broke. It's not even broke like broke. That's a mentality.
Yeah.
That's a mindset. Lack of home training.
Lack thereof. Jesus.
Yeah, well, I'll tell her to listen to this so she can get her answer because I told her to try one more date, but y'all are saying absolutely
pretty
no.
for that.
Yeah,
too
keep us
pretty for
posted.
that.
I'm curious to see where that goes.
I will.
Tell her to split the toilet paper plies. Like, 2 ply turn into 1.
Ask her for gas money when he picks her up.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Well, that was a great episode.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Between us girlies.
Yeah, keep that between us girlies.
Wow. Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.